The media report. I watched the video, and Mr. President said this week. He referred to this week, and he was speaking on Wednesday at the swearing-in at Jubilee House that he was going to send the list to Parliament. So, Mr. Speaker, saying that you have not received any communication from the presidency, well, I find it strange that Mr. President, after assuring the nation on Wednesday that he was sending the last batch of deputy ministerial nominees to us, has failed to bring the list to us, because he said in course of the week. The video is there for every Ghanaian to see. But, Mr. Speaker, that one has to do with the president and his decision.
Alexander Kwamina Afenyo-Markin. All that you have said, does it amount to the Speaker having a message from the President?
Mr. Speaker, with respect, our duty is to bring matters of national importance to your attention. I know that you have not received a message from the President, but I'm doing this to draw the attention of the leader of government business to the commitment made by the President, because he is the leader of government business. When the President makes promises, your duty is to ensure that these promises are honored. The President, whose government business you lead in this chamber, has promised that he was going to ferry the names of deputy ministerial nominees to this chamber. He made this promise last week. He said in course of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today is Tuesday. What is going on? What is going on? It's your duty. If you want to litigate it, litigate it. But your promises made must be kept.
Mr. Speaker, I thought that the minority leader has stayed long enough in this house to understand the processes in this house. Because, Mr. Speaker, the order of business makes provision for a message from the President when there is a message from the President. A message from the President when there is a message from the President. Mr. Speaker, it is trite knowledge that there is no message from the President. If he is desirous of a message, he should tell us. Mr. Speaker, if he wants an appointment from the President, he should come and tell me privately. I know he has never been a minister. And when his government was in power, they never considered him for a minister. He labored for them for years. They never made him a minister. And I think that his inability to be a minister has become a problem. Because since this house began, every single day, he's worried about who are ministers and who are not ministers. If you want to be one of the 60, we are very, very accommodating. We will welcome you. This is a government that wants to unite the country. So we don't mind appointing the minority leader as a deputy minister. We should learn to behave properly in this chamber. Please, let's treat each other with respect. Please, you cannot stand here and just point accusing finger and say they don't keep their promises. This is a government that so far has kept every promise that it has made to Ghanaians. Every promise that we have made to Ghanaians, we have kept. Every promise we have kept. We said we will appoint not more than 60 ministers. We have done so. We said we will do that. We said we are going to abolish taxes. We have abolished the taxes. Every single thing that we've said we will do, we are doing. Go out there and conduct a survey. Every Ghanaian you ask say that they have confidence in John Dramani Mahama and the government, and that they are happy because they have seen that this is a government that keeps its promises. So you cannot stand here and just throw your fingers and then point at us and say we don't keep our promises.
Majority leader talks about improper behavior. I dare say that his is worse. Because he's saying that his government has kept all promises. Even appointing ministers, you gave a promise last week. The 4 that are remaining, you are refusing to. You can't. Which promise have you kept? Which promise have you kept? You said 30% of women. Have you complied with affirmative action law? You come here and then you say you kept your promise. Which promise have you kept? Then you say improper behavior. Yours is worse. Women in banking, only 51 million. Agriculture, the farmers, the poor farmers in the north, the poor farmers in the south. What promises didn't you give? Today, you only allocate a paltry sum for the agro sector. The 924 million, a chunk of it goes into compensation. What is the Minister of Agri going to do? A redundant minister? What about your big push? Nothing. And you say you kept your promises. You've not kept your promises. You've not kept your promises. This government is even becoming a lame duck. This government is even becoming a lame duck. If elections are held today, you lose. If elections are held today, you become the minority. If elections are held today, you will be the minority. Your majority will go down to less than 100. If you like, declare election. Let the president declare election. And we'll see.